Hi, welcome back to Art by Brooke. So this last update has been a really long time coming, not because the cards weren't done, but just because I haven't had a chance to film it. So I was going by weeks as far as the Index Card a Day Daisy Yellow Art Challenge, but I just decided to make my 8th highlight video of the rest of the cards because I was just too excited to show them to you. So let's go ahead and flip through. Right now, this card is from August 20th, and it was my 50th card. So with this one, I think I mostly just used the watercolor pens that I have, and I think maybe a fine liner pen as well. Here's another staple collage. Now, of course, this one's not a one staple collage. I had a lot of trouble with the edges curling up, and they still kind of are. But basically this is paper towel that I painted, and I painted the background as well. Actually, I may have colored that with a marker. One of the things that you've seen me start to love is the pattern from inside of a mailing envelope or like a bank envelope, and I really love the way that looks. I'm definitely saving up some for maybe my art journal. And this is a piece of a Taco Bell bag. I love the colors that they use on their bags right now, and I really like the brown paper bag look. Another one with the brown bag and some paint in the background. The quote is, "The risk of love is loss, and the price of loss is grief. But the pain of grief is only a shadow when compared with the pain of never risking love." Hillary Stanton Zunin, I think? Staple collage, and I think I may have actually glued down some of the background. Let's see. Yeah, I glued down some of the bigger pieces. So it's a little bit of a cheat, but I really like the look of the staples, but I didn't think they would hold it down the way I wanted it to. I think this is my India ink pen. Just kind of a sketch. I think I was working on faces. I'm not very confident in faces, so this was just some of my work trying to get more comfortable. And it drives me crazy. I never know how to put quotes in, so this quote goes across. So it's, "I love the world, but I just don't love the way it makes me feel," which is a Fall Out Boy quote. Some days you just have to scribble, and it feels really nice. So I actually really like looking back on this one. I like the colors and kind of the emotion of it. I did some Zentangle type circles all around. I think I scribbled first and then did the doodles around. Just kind of some more doodling and some rough writing. I like the way bright green at the top kind of makes it look like it's lit up, almost like stained glass. I don't really know where I got this idea, but I think when I made it I was kind of unhappy with how bland it turned out, but looking back on it I actually really like it. I think it needs some of that stark contrast of a blank background with just the writing. And this isn't a color I usually use either, but I think it works. Again, another one where I was trying the block lettering, and I think I wasn't trying to put too much thought into it, and that always bothers me after the fact because nothing is uniform, but I actually also really like how this turned out. I think taking risks more often than not pays off. Sometimes it doesn't pay off right away because you have to get used to the idea of it, but I think that's one of the things I learned from this challenge. I love this one. This is kind of a little doodle that I did a long time ago, and I've had it in my drawer for ephemera for a long time and just have never had a chance to use it. And I think I've even had the quote for a while too, and I'm sure it was part of another full sentence, but it reminds me of a quote from Master Yoda, so I really like this. I think it's a good card for this process. This is such a good quote, and I'm glad I got to incorporate it into this project. It's "Never trust your fears, they don't know your strength." And for my final card, gone on quite an adventure, which works really well for the challenge, it works really well for my life, and I think it really nicely sums up the rest of this project. I was so proud of myself for having gone through this whole thing, and I think I learned a whole lot through it, and I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being patient through this update. This is a very, very overdue update, but I really wanted to make sure I showed you all of the rest of my cards. If there's anyone still watching these update videos, what are some of the things that you learned from Index Card a Day or any other challenge where you've had to do some sort of art each day? Please remember to subscribe. I have a lot of ideas for content coming up, and I'm just slowly working away at them. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.